talking about jetted pockets today. So a jetted pocket, in case you're wondering, is the pocket that looks like a letterbox. It's that one. Okay, so we're going to look at the pattern pieces that you need to have for a jetted pocket. The great thing about a jetted pocket is you can put it anywhere. So it can be straight, it can be horizontal, it can be vertical, it can be at an angle. It can run across seams, it can be anywhere pretty much, because essentially you're just going to be cutting a hole in the main fabric of your garment. So for your sample, I'm just expecting you to mark where you would expect your pocket to be, and I want a sample of the pocket. So let's have a look at all the pattern pieces that you need. So I always think for a really simple, small thing, there's millions of pattern pieces that go with a pocket, especially a jetted pocket. So lots of that, where it goes, how wide it is, how deep it is, like how deep the jets are individually. These are all design decisions that you're going to make. Also with a pocket, you have practical decisions that you need to make, i.e. can you get your hand in it? Can you put whatever you want in it? Is it for your phone? Is it for your wallet? I had a student once who liked really big pockets. He thought you should be able to get a book or a sandwich in your pocket. Well, I don't think anybody needs to keep a book or a sandwich in their pocket, but do keep in mind what you think you should have in your pocket and where it's going to be. So, if we were going to have a pocket, most pockets would manage to be, let me get my pattern master, 15 centimetres is a pretty good pocket width. So I'm going to just mark on here 15 centimetres. So 10, 5, but I also want to know where the centre point is on that is, which is 8.5, beautiful. So that's how wide my pocket's going to be. I need to think about how wide I'd like my jets to be. I like quite a narrow jet, so I'm going to say I'm going to go for a jet of 0.7. I'm just going to draw this on here. I'm going to square off from my original line. Square off from my original line. So I can get a good idea of what the rest of the pocket pattern needs to look like. This isn't part of the pattern, this is just to help me work out what the dimensions are going to be. I'm going to say that above that first jet, I'm going to want to come at least 1 centimetre. I'm going to say off the ends of those jets, I'm going to want to come at least 1.5. I think my pocket should be at least 20 centimetres deep. Remember, this is my pocket, not necessarily your pocket. And that I've just drawn could be one piece of the pocket bag, or we can have the pocket bag with a fold in it. So I'm going to say I'm going to have a fold in my pocket bag, and if I have come down here by 20 centimetres, I'm going to come down this side by 20 centimetres also. So that's one piece of my pocket pattern. That is the pocket bag. When this is operational, this pocket, there'll be an opening here. Now, pocket bags are usually either made of a lining fabric, or they're made of what is called pocketing, which is a cotton fabric that's nice and strong for pockets, called pocketing. which I really like. So this would be one piece of my pattern piece. To go in behind here, because our pocket lining isn't made of the outside fabric, we're going to want a facing. So I want that facing to come just below where the hole's going to be, like so. So that gives me a basis for two of my pattern pieces for my jetted pocket. So I'm going to trace them off. Because of the way I've worked this out at the top and here, this already has its seam allowance built in. So this is pocket bag. We'll say it's for the jetted pocket. How many? I don't know. You having two? If it's two, we could write just cut two because they're symmetrical. That's that done and dusted. We now want a pattern for the pocket facing, which will be in the fabric. Actually, let's say cut two pocketing. Just because I like the word, really. I could have said lining. This also has its seam allowance built in, and this is pocket facing, the jetted pocket, say cut two in the fabric. Lovely. So we've got the internal workings of the pocket. Now what we're going to need are the jets. So the jets will be cut. I'm going to cut the jets the same width as the pocket bag, but I'm going to notch them, and I'm going to cut it, well them, at 4 centimetres. Now, if I'm assuming here that I've got 2 pockets, I'm going to need to cut 4 jets. So, cut 4. And I'm going to mark on there that I want this to be a 7mm finish jet. That's our pattern pieces for the jetted pocket. And tomorrow you'll either be seeing me make up a jetted pocket or Silvana, and we'll film that so you know exactly what you're doing.